Ladies and gentlemen, we all have demons. They come in different forms: fear, self-doubt, past mistakes, heartbreak, or even the voice in our heads telling us we are not enough. These demons may try to chain us down, whispering that we are weak, that we will fail, that we are unworthy of happiness. But today I stand before you to say you are stronger than your demons. You can conquer them. And when you do, you will rise more powerful, more resilient, and more unstoppable than ever before. Acknowledging your demons is the first and most crucial step toward conquering them. Many people spend their lives running from their inner struggles, pretending they don't exist or burying them deep within. However, avoiding these issues does not make them disappear. In fact, it allows them to grow stronger, lurking in the shadows of your mind and influencing your thoughts, emotions, and actions in ways you may not even realize. True strength begins when you face these demons head-on, recognizing their presence, understanding their impact, and taking control of your narrative. Self-awareness is the foundation of this process. It requires honest reflection and a willingness to explore uncomfortable truths. This means identifying the fears that paralyze you, the doubts that hold you back, and the painful experiences that continue to shape your perception of yourself and the world around you. Perhaps your demon is the fear of failure, preventing you from taking risks and seizing opportunities. Maybe it's the weight of past mistakes, filling you with regret and guilt that keep you from moving forward. It could be the wounds of rejection or betrayal, making it difficult for you to trust others or believe in your own worth. Whatever your struggle, it is vital to name it, define it, and acknowledge its influence on your life. Denial only strengthens the hold that your demons have over you. Many people cope by distracting themselves with work, relationships, or unhealthy habits, hoping that if they stay busy enough, their inner turmoil will fade away. But unresolved emotions do not disappear. They manifest in other ways through anxiety, stress, self-sabotage, or even physical illness. The longer you ignore them, the more power they gain. Acknowledging them does not mean giving them control. Rather, it is the first step in reclaiming your power. When you acknowledge your demons, you begin to strip them of their ability to manipulate you from the shadows. Perfection is an illusion, yet so many people strive for it, believing that anything less is a sign of weakness or failure. The truth is, imperfection is part of being human. Accepting this reality is a crucial step in building strength and resilience. When you acknowledge that mistakes, setbacks, and flaws are natural, you free yourself from the unrealistic pressure to always be right, always succeed, and always have everything under control. This shift in mindset allows you to grow, learn, and move forward without being held captive by the fear of not measuring up to impossible standards. One of the most significant barriers to accepting imperfection is self-judgment. Many people are their own worst critics, constantly evaluating their actions, words, and choices with harsh scrutiny. They replay past mistakes in their minds, berating themselves for not being better, smarter, or stronger. This self-imposed pressure can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and even avoidance of opportunities that could lead to growth. When you embrace imperfection, you replace self-judgment with self-compassion. You begin to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a stepping stone toward improvement. The fear of failure often keeps people from taking risks or stepping outside their comfort zones. They hesitate to try new things because they are afraid of looking foolish or making mistakes. However, every great achievement in history has been built on failures. The most successful individuals are not those who have never stumbled, but those who have fallen and risen again, using each mistake as a lesson rather than a defeat. Instead of viewing imperfection as a flaw, consider it as a necessary part of the journey toward mastery. Every misstep teaches resilience, patience, and adaptability, qualities that are far more valuable than perfection itself. Comparison is another obstacle that prevents people from accepting their imperfections. In a world driven by social media and constant exposure to curated success stories, it is easy to feel inadequate. People see others' achievements, happiness, and seemingly perfect lives and assume that they are falling short. What they fail to see are the struggles, failures, and challenges hidden behind the scenes. No one is immune to hardship, and no one has everything figured out. When you stop comparing yourself to an unrealistic ideal, you begin to appreciate your own journey, with all its ups and downs. Mental toughness is the ability to stay strong, focused, and determined despite adversity, challenges, and setbacks. It is not something people are born with, but a skill that can be developed through consistent effort and practice. The way a person responds to difficulties determines their ability to overcome them. Those with mental toughness do not crumble under pressure or allow obstacles to define them. Instead, they push forward, adapt, and find ways to grow stronger from their experiences. Developing mental toughness requires training the mind to remain resilient, disciplined, and positive even in the face of uncertainty and hardship. One of the key aspects of mental toughness is controlling thoughts. The mind is incredibly powerful, and the way a person thinks influences their emotions and actions. Negative thoughts can easily spiral into self-doubt, fear, and hesitation, making challenges seem impossible to overcome. Developing mental toughness means learning to recognize these negative thoughts and replace them with positive, empowering beliefs. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," a mentally tough individual reframes the thought to "I will find a way." Instead of dwelling on failure, they focus on lessons learned and how to improve. By training the mind to think in a productive and resilient manner, challenges become opportunities rather than obstacles. Another essential component of mental toughness is self-discipline. Many people struggle to stay committed to their goals because they rely on motivation, which is fleeting. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline ensures progress even when enthusiasm fades. Mentally tough individuals do not wait to feel motivated. They act regardless of how they feel. They understand that growth requires consistency, and they push forward even when it is difficult, uncomfortable, or inconvenient. Whether it is waking up early to exercise, studying late to achieve a goal, or staying calm under pressure, discipline builds resilience and helps individuals stay on course. Emotional control is another crucial factor in mental toughness. Life is unpredictable, and challenges often trigger strong emotions such as frustration, fear, or sadness. While these emotions are natural, allowing them to dictate actions can lead to impulsive decisions, discouragement, or giving up too soon. Mentally tough individuals acknowledge their emotions without letting them take control. Instead of reacting out of anger or frustration, they take a step back, assess the situation logically, and respond in a way that aligns with their long-term goals. This ability to regulate emotions helps them stay focused, make better decisions, and maintain their resilience even in difficult situations. Pain is an inevitable part of life. Everyone experiences setbacks, disappointments, and hardships that test their strength and resilience. However, what separates those who grow from their struggles and those who remain stuck is the ability to transform pain into power. Instead of allowing suffering to break them, strong individuals use it as fuel to push forward, evolve, and become stronger versions of themselves. Every painful experience holds the potential for growth, but it requires a shift in perspective and a willingness to embrace hardship as a teacher rather than an enemy. The first step in turning pain into power is acknowledging it without letting it define you. Many people try to suppress their pain, pretending it doesn't exist or distracting themselves with temporary escapes. However, ignoring pain only allows it to build up, manifesting in self-doubt, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Facing pain directly is not a sign of weakness, it is an act of courage. It means recognizing the hurt, accepting that it has affected you, and choosing to move forward despite it. By doing so, you take control of your narrative rather than allowing past wounds to dictate your future. Pain also serves as one of the greatest sources of learning. Some of the most valuable life lessons come from difficult experiences. Failure teaches perseverance, loss teaches gratitude, and rejection teaches self-worth. Every hardship presents an opportunity to gain wisdom and resilience. When people view pain as something purely negative, they miss out on the lessons it can provide. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" a more powerful question is, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset shift transforms suffering into an opportunity for self-improvement and personal growth. Another way to turn pain into power is to channel it into productive action. Some of the greatest achievements in history have been born from adversity. People who have faced hardship often develop an unmatched drive to prove themselves, not to the world, but to themselves. Athletes push through injuries, entrepreneurs build empires after failures, and individuals overcome personal tragedies to inspire others. Pain has energy, and when directed toward positive action, it becomes a source of incredible strength. Instead of dwelling on suffering, those who conquer their demons use it as motivation to create something meaningful. Resilience is also built through adversity. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance, individuals become mentally and emotionally tougher when they endure and overcome challenges. The more hardships a person faces and rises above, the more confidence they gain in their ability to handle whatever comes next. This creates a cycle of strength. Each conquered challenge reinforces the belief that one is capable of handling difficulties, making future struggles less intimidating. Pain, rather than being a force that weakens, becomes the very thing that fortifies a person's inner strength. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our mindset, emotions, and overall well-being. Strength and resilience are not built in isolation, they are reinforced by the company we keep. Having a strong support system can mean the difference between succumbing to challenges and overcoming them with confidence. The right people inspire, uplift, and challenge us to become the best versions of ourselves, while the wrong people drain our energy, instill doubt, and reinforce negative thinking. Choosing to surround yourself with strength means being intentional about the relationships you cultivate and ensuring that they contribute positively to your growth. One of the key aspects of building a strong support system is recognizing the value of positive influences. These are individuals who encourage you, believe in your potential, and push you to keep going even when times are tough. They are the ones who celebrate your successes, support your dreams, and provide constructive feedback when necessary. Whether it's a mentor, a close friend, or a family member, these people serve as pillars of strength during difficult times. Their belief in you can be a powerful source of motivation, reminding you that you are capable of achieving greatness. Equally important is the need to distance yourself from negative influences. Some individuals thrive on negativity, discouragement, and drama. They might constantly criticize, doubt your abilities, or drain your energy with pessimism. These relationships can be toxic, preventing you from reaching your full potential. It is essential to recognize when someone is holding you back and to set boundaries accordingly. Letting go of toxic relationships is not about abandoning people, it is about prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being. Surrounding yourself with negativity makes it harder to maintain resilience, whereas being in the presence of uplifting individuals strengthens your resolve. The strength of your support system also comes from the diversity of perspectives and experiences it offers. Having people in your life who challenge your thinking, provide honest feedback, and hold you accountable is crucial for growth. These individuals push you beyond your comfort zone and encourage you to face challenges with a stronger mindset. They do not simply tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear. Their guidance helps you see things from different angles and approach problems with greater confidence and wisdom. Another vital aspect of surrounding yourself with strength is being able to lean on others during difficult times. Many people struggle in silence, believing they must handle everything on their own. However, true resilience is not about facing adversity alone, it is about knowing when to seek help. A strong support system provides a safe space where you can share your struggles without fear of judgment. Whether it's through conversations, encouragement, or simply having someone who listens, support from others makes challenges more manageable and less overwhelming. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that can hold people back from reaching their full potential. It has the ability to create doubt, hesitation, and avoidance, keeping individuals trapped in their comfort zones. However, fear is not meant to be a barrier, it is meant to be a challenge to overcome. Taking action despite fear is what separates those who grow from those who remain stagnant. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward even when fear is present. Every great achievement in life requires stepping into the unknown and facing uncertainty with determination. One of the first steps in overcoming fear is understanding that it is a natural response. The mind is wired to protect itself from perceived threats, and fear often arises when facing something unfamiliar or difficult. However, most fears are not actual dangers, but mental barriers that prevent progress. Recognizing that fear is often an illusion allows individuals to challenge it rather than submit to it. Instead of letting fear dictate decisions, it is important to reframe it as an opportunity for growth. Whenever fear arises, it is a signal that something meaningful is at stake, and that is precisely when action is needed the most. Taking action despite fear requires building confidence through small steps. Many people believe they must eliminate fear completely before moving forward, but the truth is that confidence is built through action, not the other way around. The more a person confronts their fears, the weaker those fears become. Whether it is speaking in public, starting a new career, or facing a difficult conversation, breaking the challenge into smaller manageable steps makes it less intimidating. Each time fear is confronted, it loses its power, and self-belief grows stronger. One of the biggest reasons people allow fear to control them is the fear of failure. They worry about making mistakes, being judged, or not succeeding on the first try. However, failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey toward it. Every failure provides valuable lessons, making a person stronger and more prepared for future challenges. The most successful individuals in any field have faced numerous failures, but they did not let those failures define them. Instead, they learned from them, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. Viewing failure as a stepping stone, rather than a roadblock, transforms fear into motivation. Another powerful way to take action despite fear is to shift focus from the outcome to the process. Many people hesitate to act because they are fixated on potential negative results. They worry about what others will think, whether they will succeed, or if they will be embarrassed. However, focusing on the process rather than the outcome reduces fear. Instead of obsessing over whether something will work out perfectly, individuals can concentrate on taking one step at a time and learning along the way. This mindset shift removes the pressure of perfection and allows progress to happen naturally. Healing from the past is one of the most important steps in building strength and resilience. Many people carry emotional wounds from past experiences, whether it be failures, heartbreaks, betrayals, or personal mistakes. These past struggles can create mental and emotional barriers that make it difficult to move forward. However, healing does not mean forgetting or erasing the past. It means learning to accept it, finding meaning in the experiences, and using them as stepping stones for growth. True strength comes from acknowledging the pain, processing it, and transforming it into wisdom that guides future decisions. One of the first steps in healing is acknowledging the impact of past experiences. Many people try to suppress painful memories, believing that ignoring them will make them disappear. However, unresolved pain has a way of resurfacing in unexpected ways, affecting relationships, self-esteem, and overall well-being. Facing the past with honesty is an act of courage. It allows individuals to understand how their experiences have shaped them and identify any lingering emotions that need to be addressed. This process is not about dwelling on the past, but about giving oneself permission to feel, process, and heal. Forgiveness is another essential part of healing. This does not mean excusing harmful actions or pretending that painful events did not happen. Instead, it means releasing the hold that resentment and anger have over one's life. Holding on to bitterness only prolongs suffering, while forgiveness creates space for inner peace. This applies not only to forgiving others, but also to forgiving oneself. Many people carry guilt and shame for past mistakes, replaying them over and over in their minds. However, self-forgiveness is necessary for growth. No one is perfect, and every mistake is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Letting go of self-blame allows individuals to move forward with greater clarity and self-compassion. Another important aspect of healing is shifting focus from the past to the present. Dwelling on past pain can prevent individuals from fully experiencing the present moment. Instead of reliving past disappointments, it is important to focus on what can be done now to create a better future. Practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and self-care helps redirect energy toward personal growth and fulfillment. By choosing to invest in the present rather than remain stuck in the past, individuals regain control over their own happiness and well-being. Healing also involves embracing change and allowing oneself to grow beyond past struggles. Often painful experiences can create limiting beliefs that hold individuals back. Someone who has been betrayed may struggle to trust again, and someone who has failed in the past may fear trying again. However, these beliefs do not have to define the future. Growth happens when individuals challenge their fears, take risks, and step outside of the comfort zones created by past pain. Healing is not just about letting go, it is about creating a new, stronger version of oneself that is no longer controlled by past wounds. True strength and resilience are not just about enduring challenges, but also about embracing self-growth and committing to a lifelong journey of improvement. Growth is a continuous process that requires self-awareness, adaptability, and the willingness to push beyond personal limits. Those who are strong do not remain stagnant, they evolve, learn, and expand their potential. The process of self-growth is not always easy, as it requires discipline, effort, and the courage to face discomfort. However, every step taken toward growth leads to greater confidence, fulfillment, and the ability to handle life's challenges with greater ease. One of the first steps in embracing self-growth is cultivating self-awareness. Understanding one's strengths, weaknesses, habits, and thought patterns is essential for improvement. Many people go through life reacting to situations without fully understanding themselves or why they behave in certain ways. Taking time to reflect, evaluate personal progress, and identify areas for growth allows individuals to make intentional changes. Self-awareness provides clarity on what needs to be improved and helps set a clear path forward. Whether through journaling, meditation, or deep self-reflection, developing a deeper understanding of oneself is a powerful tool for growth. Another important factor in self-growth is setting meaningful goals. Growth does not happen by chance, it happens by design. People who actively work toward becoming better versions of themselves, set clear objectives, and take steps to achieve them. These goals can be related to personal development, career aspirations, relationships, or mental and physical health. The key is to set goals that challenge, but do not overwhelm, ensuring consistent progress without unnecessary frustration. Small, achievable milestones create momentum and provide motivation to continue striving for greater accomplishments. Adopting a growth mindset is crucial in the pursuit of self-improvement. This mindset, introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. People with a fixed mindset believe they are limited by their natural talents, while those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to improve. By embracing the belief that improvement is always possible, individuals become more resilient in the face of setbacks. They do not see failure as a reflection of their worth, but as a lesson that brings them one step closer to success. One of the greatest obstacles to self-growth is fear. Fear of change, fear of failure, or fear of stepping outside one's comfort zone. However, personal growth often requires discomfort. Strength is built by pushing through difficult situations, trying new things, and taking risks. Growth does not happen in safe and familiar spaces. It happens when individuals challenge themselves to do things they once thought were impossible. Overcoming these fears by taking small, consistent steps toward new experiences helps build confidence and resilience, making future challenges less intimidating. Surrounding oneself with positive influences also plays a major role in self-growth. The people one associates with can either encourage progress or hinder it. Those who surround themselves with individuals who inspire, support, and challenge them are more likely to push themselves further. Learning from mentors, seeking guidance from knowledgeable individuals, and engaging in conversations that encourage critical thinking all contribute to personal development. Conversely, spending time with people who discourage change or reinforce limiting beliefs can slow down progress. Choosing the right environment and relationships is essential for continued growth. Strength and resilience are not traits people are simply born with. They are cultivated through experience, perseverance, and an unyielding commitment to self-growth. Conquering one's demons requires courage, the courage to face pain head-on, to turn struggles into opportunities, to push past fear, and to surround oneself with positive influences. It demands healing from the past, taking action despite doubt, and constantly striving to become a stronger, wiser version of oneself. Every challenge, every setback, and every painful experience carries the potential for transformation. Those who embrace life's difficulties as stepping stones, rather than obstacles, develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken. Pain is not meant to break us, it is meant to forge us into something greater. By learning from hardships, letting go of what no longer serves us, and choosing growth over stagnation, we reclaim control over our lives and our futures. True power comes from the ability to rise above adversity, to stand firm in the face of fear, and to continuously seek improvement. The journey of strength and resilience is never ending, but every step forward brings greater confidence, wisdom, and fulfillment. By conquering our demons, we do not just survive, we thrive.